The Cincinnati Bengals have a golden chance sitting right in front of them. With the Patriots releasing veteran safety Jabrill Peppers, the door just opened for Cincinnati to make a smart move. Pair that with another experienced safety still waiting in free agency, and suddenly the Bengals have two intriguing options that could immediately strengthen this defense. Before we dive deeper into what this means, a quick reminder: if you love staying updated on the latest Bengals news, make sure to subscribe, like this video, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. All right, let's get into it. For Cincinnati, the defense is the biggest storyline heading into week one. Everyone remembers how shaky things were last season, especially in the secondary. Yes, the team found a bit of rhythm late in the year, but there's no denying the need for more stability at safety. That's why this opportunity is massive. The Bengals can either bring in Peppers, who brings toughness and experience, or look at another proven option already on the market. Either way, a smart signing here could be the difference between entering the season with questions or entering with confidence. Nobody expected this move from New England, and it instantly raises eyebrows in Cincinnati. Yes, Jabrill Peppers has had a complicated past, but those issues are behind him. What matters right now is the football side of things. When a veteran safety of his caliber suddenly hits the market, it's impossible for a team like the Bengals not to pay attention. Now, let's be clear. Cincinnati already has Jordan Battle and Geno Stone locked in as starters. The team believes in them, and for good reason. But depth at safety is critical, especially in today's NFL. Injuries happen, and having three reliable safeties is what separates good defenses from great ones. That's where Peppers comes in. Look at the numbers. Over the past two seasons, Peppers has graded out as one of the top four safeties in the entire league according to Puff. Even in a limited role last year, playing just 6 games, he still posted an impressive 82.3 grade. That's production you can't ignore. The question becomes simple. Why not bring him in for a workout? See if the injury concerns are legitimate. Check the price tag, and evaluate if he's the right fit. At the end of the day, a move like this could give the Bengals defense the kind of boost that changes the outlook for the entire season. The Bengals do have young depth with players like Tyson Anderson, but this is exactly why a veteran presence matters. Anderson still has plenty to prove, while Jordan Battle is entering his very first year as a starter, and Geno Stone only just got his real chance last season in Baltimore. That means Cincinnati is leaning heavily on potential, not proven stability. This is where a player like Jabrill Peppers changes the equation. He's versatile enough to play either safety spot, and his years of NFL experience bring the kind of leadership that a young secondary desperately needs. Last season exposed how valuable that veteran presence really is. Too many growing pains, too many breakdowns in coverage. A guy like Peppers doesn't just fill a roster spot, he sets a tone. And again, the numbers don't lie. Back-to-back years of a 90-plus puff grade, ranking him among the top 4 safeties in the league. Even when limited by injury, he produced at a high level. For a defense that needs a stronger identity heading into week one, that kind of addition could be a game changer. The window is short. Camp is done. The season opener is around the corner, and free agents don't have much time to catch up. But opportunities like this don't come often. If Cincinnati is serious about making another playoff run, this is the kind of move they simply cannot afford to let slip away. If the Bengals really want to maximize this opportunity, it's not just about Jabrill Peppers. Another name still out there is Justin Simmons, a veteran who has been one of the most respected safeties in the NFL for years. On paper, Simmons brings leadership, experience, and the ability to steady a young defensive backfield. But here's where the concern comes in. Last season, Simmons carried a 59.9 POF grade, and more importantly, a 19.8% missed tackle rate. That number should sound familiar to Bengals fans. Missed tackles were one of the defense's biggest weaknesses last season. Far too often, one failed tackle turned into a back-breaking play, and that's the kind of issue Cincinnati can't afford to repeat. Yes, Simmons has the resume and the veteran presence you want, similar to what Von Bell brought to the team in the past. But the production has to match the name. Bringing in a safety who struggles in an area that's already been a problem could end up creating more questions than answers. That's the challenge for Cincinnati's front office. Weigh the experience against the risk. Simmons could help stabilize the locker room. But on the field, his recent numbers suggest caution. This decision isn't just about adding a big name. It's about finding the right fit to fix what held the Bengals' defense back last season. Von Bell showed us last season that signing a veteran doesn't always guarantee success. He was a key part of that Super Bowl run. But by 2023, it was clear he'd lost a step. That's the risk Cincinnati has to weigh. Experience is valuable, but it only matters if it translates on the field. That's why Jabrill Peppers feels like the more realistic slam dunk option. If his release from New England was simply about money or roster decisions, and not something deeper, then Cincinnati has to take this chance. The Bengals have the cap space to make it happen, which not every contender can say. This is the kind of flexibility you save money for. Moves that can push a playoff roster closer to championship level. The clock is ticking. With week 1 right around the corner, any new signing needs time to get comfortable in Lou Anarumo's system. Waiting too long risks missing out entirely. Whether it's Peppers, Simmons, or another name still on the market, this is the type of decision that could define the Bengals season. Now it's simple. Cincinnati has the resources, the need, and the opportunity. The question is, will they act before someone else does? Between the two, Jabrill Peppers still feels like the clear choice. Justin Simmons has the name recognition, but Peppers brings the athleticism and production this defense badly needs. Ever since Jesse Bates left, the Bengals have been searching for that true difference maker at safety. Filling that hole is critical if this team wants to return to elite defensive form. The risk, of course, is waiting too long. Another team could step in and sign Peppers before the Bengals even get a chance. That's why, at the very least, Cincinnati needs to bring him in for a workout, see how he fits, and decide quickly. This isn't the time to hesitate. Not with the season just days away. So what do you think? Should the Bengals take their shot on Peppers, roll the dice on Simmons, or stand pat with the current roster? Drop your thoughts in the comments. This is a conversation every Bengals fan should be part of. The countdown to week 1 is almost over, and decisions like this could shape the season ahead.